Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Blueblade19. So, I feel like I have to say, I start this video present by saying, I am really sorry. I have been out for at least 2 months, and I think that's the minimum because I at least uploaded some video around May, and I think, yeah, the last time I uploaded was like at least May. Man, I felt like I haven't been active in at least 2 months, and I got out of school in the last month. And I feel like I've sort of kind of made a promise, or an inadvertent promise, like when I get out of school, that I would actually be more active in making videos. But I didn't realize that I would need the break more than I do now, because the thing is well, during my final weeks of school, which funny enough was my final year of high school, I actually graduated, which is unbelievable in my opinion. I still can't believe I'm out of school. Around the final weeks, a lot of different game updates came out on the same month. Like, it might as well be on the same week. Actually, it did came out the same week. Basically, a lot of different updates happened, such as, I think, well, for the record, I was working on a Min video that I uploaded. Then I had to work on an All-Star Brawl video, which contained the voice acting update. But to be honest, I kind of wanted to save that for here because we all know we want to hear him. And the third update that happened was Aoyama being the final character. I don't think I should keep that in the dirt anymore, but it was all going to be set up, and I was going to upload those in the exact order. But because of the updates happening around the same week, I got conflicted. And because it was my final week of school, I was just making sure I was still able to graduate, and that was a hassle in itself. But then eventually, when I got out of school, I just kind of took a break and just did my own thing. I was mainly relaxing, playing games that didn't really record, and that's the sort of pressure I have as a creator. Because now that I have the ability to actually record games in a niche, in an appropriate way, something I never thought I would do in years, it kind of becomes nerve-wracking on whether or not I should play the game or play the game for myself or do it for the channel. Which honestly is why I actually recorded which is actually why I recorded a final footage for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, because I wanted to switch it with Lego Star Wars to Skywalker Saga, which, by the way, that game came out in April. I bought it around I think after Kirby, and I just started playing the game this month. Long time coming, I know. I felt like I was gonna probably do a video on the game, and I was gonna make that into a series because I love Lego games, but I kind of just prone to accept it because, well, just playing it for myself because I will say the game kind of had a quote-unquote boring start, but I kind of learned that I probably couldn't make a game it was entertaining with commentary because I'm always focused. So I made a decision with myself to strictly stick to fighting games on the channel, where I do my normal stuff anyway. So unless any games I want to talk about, like some, I think, indie games that ain't indie games or games that I don't really talk about, I'll mention those and record those where I can. If I can, that is. But for now, it's just strictly fighting games unless I really want to talk about a good game that I just got to play. There is another thing though. I kind of wanted to take this summer to get back to my regular content. Like, hell, the first video I was going to do to come back with, funny enough, was going to be a Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time review. Yeah, funny enough, I actually got to finish that anime, not by myself, and I thought it should be special. Like, I kind of had a whole script in my head coming forward with it, and, well, I don't know if I can do it again. It's kind of a hard position to go back to a certain phase I get sometimes. Like, it kind of just really happens, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, to be fair, I just started doing these videos as a habit, but not a habit, but I made it a thing to do these types of videos where I review or talk about anime or stuff where I can. And that was during school, which I'm surprised I had enough time to balance that. But and I still don't know what to say, right? But when I figured out a way to record my gaming, that was basically a sudden switch in content, because now I was able to record gameplay for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which the main reason I want to do this is purely to make a in-year review of the game, which at this point it should be the first anniversary of the game as it is. And I plan on doing that in the future. But I feel like projects like that review and this are gonna take a while. Even though my first anime review wasn't that bad, I guess, but I still focused on that as much as I did. But still, I kind of want to go back to my content, not just for that review, but I wanted to start a series that I feel like would be controversial, not in a bad way, but in a very confusing way. Like, it would be those types of videos that you would see at one glance, and then you would realize what the title says, and then you're like, wait, for real? It was actually going to start off with that long-awaited Tom and Jerry movie review, which I think the anniversary of that movie passed, but and fun fact is, I actually like the movie. Yeah, I know this sounds weird. What do you expect? It's the first time Tom and Jerry came back in years. I'll take what I can get. But it was gonna just start with that. But again, I feel like I'm out of my league when it comes to those types of movies, or how I usually do reviews. So I'm kind of iffy on and careful on how I show the movie. Copyright claim, stuff like that. Not to mention, fun fact, if that wasn't bad enough, I was going to talk about the recent movies I've seen of this year. Newsflash, all of them are pretty brilliant, at least the ones I've seen. And when I did a little update video where I included the turning red image, fun fact, I almost got copyright claimed from having that image expanded fully, which is why I had to, shrink it down a bit. I don't know if you noticed the first time it uploaded, but that's kind of why I had to upload it again. Yeah, so I think, to be present, I'm just gonna say that Turning Red was good, because I'm afraid if I show any other thing of that movie full screen, I'm probably gonna get claimed. But that's just saying, And while I'm at it, I probably should say a couple of things. Well, something about the games that I play. Yes, Kirby is still fun to play, and I'm continuing the game as I speak. And Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, I heavily enjoy it. It honestly just feels like a nice episodic experience of going through each movie. It actually kind of feels weird, like going into each of the levels, and like when I go into each of the levels, I can choose to get different kyber bricks in here or not. But then when I actually finish the story, that's it. Unless I can just go back and free play and go to all the different planets. Like, I like how the game works. And also, you can play any story you want. Like, from the Phantom Menace to A New Hope and The Force Awakens. I chose to play these in different orders. Like, fun fact, The Force Awakens is the only Star Wars movies I've seen to date, and I know what happens in each of them, kind of. But that doesn't stop. But I don't think that should stop me from at least playing the first few episodes. And honestly, I just really like the game in general. It's pretty fun, interesting, and and very thought worthy. I think another thing I want to mention is, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I've kind of been on a nostalgia cruise about thinking about Lego Dimensions recently, and honestly, besides Lego Star Wars, Lego Dimensions is my favorite game of all time. To put it simply, the game combines two aspects of Lego. The obvious one being, I don't know, having physical Legos as the toy tags, and what's another thing? Oh yeah, but I can play a Lego game, but if I'm done, I could just play with the minifigures and stuff, and the little mini builds with it. Which is still why I have that Sonic figure to this day. Hey, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about that. If I were to make some type of video and say like, oh, Lego Star Wars is good, but Lego Dimensions is the best game of all time for me. Which, funny enough, is the same concept I have for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I'll say this. 2012 was my childhood, but Rise is my favorite version of the Turtles by far. I actually recently got to finish it before the movie comes out next month, and I'm highly excited for it. I'm highly excited for it now. I got my old figures sitting next to my bed because I am ready to binge that. I am trying to find any other figures that are still in existence. Fun fact: I'm pretty sure I got a plastic Adachi sword. I remember getting that as a kid so long ago, and now I think it's probably I probably have it in existence unless anyone else has it. But still, that's probably it. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to do videos basically like that, and or talk about the movies I recently seen of this year. Which honestly, every movie I saw, it has a perfect record. Okay, from Turning Red to Sonic 2 to Doctor Strange 2 to I don't know, Lightyear, Bad Guys. What else? I haven't seen Minions 2 yet, but I think that movie's gonna be good. It's just been a good track record of movies. I think I'm confident with that, to the point I kind of want to see that Paws of Fury movie, but I almost don't want to break the streak of good movies that I've had. Just know 2022 has a good record of movies, and I honestly want to make a top 10 list of this. But yeah, that's very good. Oh. Also, I want to point out that I am thinking about going to a convention at the end of the month. By the end of the month, hopefully. Which I am hoping I can still pull off the cusp and pull enough. But that's just for something else. Also, I'm hoping by editing this video, I am using some form of recorded imagery. Did I really say that? No. Footage! Because that's going to be normal, I guess. I feel like until I get back into my own swing of things, or when I actually do make a video, or hell, I may do this type of video if some news comes up. So, because I honestly want to get back to doing this again. Also, before I forget, I am catching up with Harley Quinn. That is still a good ass show. But yeah, that's probably it. Good. So yeah, this is just me wanting to give y'all an update about how I was and why I've been inactive for a month. And I've just been kind of just chill and relaxing. Not to mention I was sick for 5 days, and I'm getting over that. But I'm healing. I'm just chill and enjoying my summer, as y'all should too. Nope. Dude, no worries. But yeah, I think that's about it. I honestly just kind of want to scrap all the videos that I've had planned and just work on something new, just for the hell of it, or just for the fun of it. But that's probably gonna be it. That's probably gonna be the case. I honestly want to do a video of me playing Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, which is honestly the best anime game I've played this year. And I did my first rake match at least, I think like a few weeks ago. go, and yes, I actually won. But I think the person quit, so it doesn't count. No. But who knows? Maybe after I finish this video, I'll think about it or work on it. I don't want to make like a heavy edit because that just takes a while. But yeah, sorry to be out for a month at least, and just know I am trying to get my mind in the game again. Try to keep myself focused. And for the record, if you still want to catch up on me in the middle of videos, then I actually do post on TikTok now, just a lot. I may update or talk about videos where I can, or just reference it if I'm working on something. But that's just a maybe. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for at least being active. I really owe it to y'all for anything. I feel like it's kind of like my job as a content creator to not really provide like content, but just, you know, something to watch in the C field of YouTube, where there's either cringy videos, documentaries, or gaming videos, or anything else fun, in my opinion. I gotta say, I feel like I should be in the wave too, and just provide some form of entertainment that you could just get a kick out of. That's basically like my goal and how I see this. So I will get back to the stream. I honestly don't want to end this video, but thank you if you have for sticking with me to this for a while. It's just been a while. It's just been a while, and it's taken me a lot to just relax. I really don't know. I don't want to end this video here, but thanks so much for sticking to the channel. Subscribe for more content. Hopefully I'll be back. And yeah, do good to yourself. Peace.